Hello, 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 and welcome. We are live. Coach Adasa here with Coach Cotton, and welcome to the Coach's Corner, where we help you get to your next level. Coach Cotton,
Coach Adasa, how are you doing over there?
oh man, it's been an awesome day. It's been an awesome day, a very productive day. We've been getting things done
Yes, we have.
together or not together. We still making it happen.
That's facts. You would think, see, people would think that we in the same state because we be on it. We be doing it. Now we got challenges, but we get off.
Right, exactly. I know, right? It's just and it's all good. It's wonderful. So I'm we are streaming live right now on the Coach's Corner YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So if you're not subscribed to the Coach's Corner YouTube channel, then make sure that you do that. As a matter of fact, I got to create a banner so that that can that'll go across the ticker, and then of course the Facebook page. So the Coach's Corner Facebook page, you want to make sure that you go over there and like it.
Yes.
And now, do they have, if it's a notifications tab or something like that that comes up for the Facebook page, then make sure you click it so that when we go live on the Coach's Corner, whether it's Facebook and YouTube, you could get the notification, and that way,
Yes.
of course, you don't miss the Coach's Corner, right? And then we're also streaming on the personal page as well. But after today, right, like next week, we will not be on the or at least I don't think so. I don't know. Me and Coach are gonna work that out.
We're gonna work it out.
Right, we have
We
to
will
see.
work
We have
it
to work
out.
it out. But for the most part, we will be streaming live on the Coach's Corner Facebook page and the Coach's Corner YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe, right? Um, we're gonna figure something out because we want to do like a good giveaway, right?
Yes.
In order to help grow the platform. So right now our goal is to strive for 100 subscribers and 100 likes. Okay, so help us get there. We're gonna brainstorm on what would be a good giveaway for our subscribers. So when you like it, it's basically what we're doing. We're putting you in the hat, right?
Yes.
Putting your name in the hat. Go ahead and shake it. Give a little, give a little shake, and randomly choose a winner for a giveaway. But we want to make sure that we give you a great giveaway
Absolutely.
of great value. All right, so we'll be working on that over the over the period of time. All right, so by the time we get to 100 subscribers, we'll go ahead and choose you out of a hat and then announce what that is and the actual giveaway. So what you think about that, Coach?
I think it's gonna be amazing, phenomenal. You guys should be excited right now. Like I didn't see fire in the chat. I should be seeing you guys like those little flaring, waving hands to be the car dealership. Like, what is it? What's the giveaway? But yeah, I'm super excited, Coach. That is gonna be phenomenal, and we're gonna announce it together. And you guys just get ready. Get ready.
Yes. Yeah. Look, when you said, I'm telling you, when you said that, those little things, those little flying things that be, like this at the car dealerships. I'm gonna tell you, see, this is the thing about Chicago. It's crazy because I saw one of those things, and I believe that car dealership purposely had that thing twerking.
It probably did. It probably did.
It was twerking. It was bent over, and that thing was just going. I'm like, you know what? Only in Chicago we have this thing out here twerking.
You know what? I don't know. I haven't seen one in Atlanta, but if any state or city is gonna make them flailing hands twerk, Atlanta would definitely be in on the twerk.
Right. Exactly.
Inflatables. They will make them inflatables twerk. I already know they will.
Right.
A hot mess, like a hot mess. Hey, Amisha, yes, Amisha, yes. Amisha's like, where's the giveaway? She got the fire in the dance. I'm telling y'all, Amisha's gonna be good. Y'all need to go ahead and tag a friend, tell a friend that we are gonna do a giveaway to help us increase the followers, the subscribers, and the likes on the Coach's Corners platform all across the board, from YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Y'all, we got everything. We got so many. I can't hardly keep up with them. But we are definitely present on social media. Coach, let me tell you something. So today, we've been working, you and I, trying to set up everything, starting it off right. Because when you start things off right, they end right. What Jacob say? How you start is gonna be how you end. So
my elder said, you can start off wrong and end up right.
Honey, thank you, Grandma. And so look, today my brother, he comes in and he's like, yo, I did a reel on Instagram. So I'm like, oh Lord, here go one more thing. I can't barely keep up with the TikTok and with the Facebook, the Instagram stories and the lives. So I'm like, okay, what is it? He's like, look, I was sitting getting the oil change, did a reel on Instagram, and boom, like the views just went up like in a short amount of time. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like adding it to my content creation things to do, my content list of things to do. So Coach, I told y'all, fooling around with that doggone TikTok today, trying to edit, troubleshoot, and everything. Finally got it done. So I was like, when my brother told me, he's like, well, you can use your TikTok video and just use the same video for the reel. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just test this theory. Coach, within 13 minutes of me posting the Instagram reel, the video had got over 1,000 plays in 13 minutes.
Wow.
So now when we get the Instagram Coach's Corner page set up and running, we finna pop reels because it just increased the visibility and also, things on that. And you guys don't misunderstand. We're not doing this for likes and followers. What we want to do is to get the message out to the masses. If we're up here just coaching and it's not helping someone, it's only falling on a few ears. It is our job as well as you guys to help us reach more people. You reach one, you teach one. And that's the motto. That's what we're trying to do. We want to help not just you get to your next level, but also help people that get to their next level. So help us push it out to reach more people, because it's not just you who needs to hear the message and who needs to be coached, right? So let's not be selfish or greedy. Let's put it out there. And so this is why we're setting up the platforms, simply because we know that we have a message to reach many, right? So message for many. And that's what being coaches encouraged to do for you guys. That's what our ministry is. This is what the Coach's Corner is all about. It's not even about us, right? Look, we have to go to each other, get coached, or we reach out to other coaches to coach us. And so then what we do as we grow, you guys grow. It's all about personal development, and it's all about wellness, right, Coach?
Yes. And getting this message out about Extreme FX Global Academy, because here's the thing about it. This is a skill set. There's a lot of things that's going, the old traditional way of us doing things.
Yes.
By the time we look up, I'm telling you, by 2026, this world will not be the same.
Right.
It will not. Okay. We already know that multiple streams of income, that's no longer a luxury. It's a necessity. But here's the thing about it. With one of the streams of income that we need to have is something that we can do from our cell phones, right? We always say that, Forex or foreign exchange, it's a $7.3 trillion industry.
Right.
There are about 7 billion people on the earth. So when you do the math, that is $1,000 per day per person.
Yes.
Okay. And when I say $1,000 per day per person, I'm talking about whoever's born. Okay. We're talking about newborns and everything, because as sure as someone is born or babies are born, yes, sure someone's making or people are making their transition as well. So there are always about 7 billion people on the earth. So at $1,000 a day per person in this global market, not just the US market, but the global economy. Well, you have to do what the banks do, where the banks play. The banks play with our money that we set in the bank. Oh, I want to take my money. I want to put it in the bank, and let it grow some interest. Listen, I have some money sitting in the bank and bank accounts that I even forget that I have the freaking bank account.
Right.
I
Right.
get it for a reason. Because if I don't, and it's then so things happen. So times gets hard. You're like, "Ooh, I got this over there." Like, no, I don't even know about it, right?
Right.
And then you get a statement or whatever, and look up, like, you know what? This money been sitting in this account forever.
Mm-hmm.
Why just have pennies on a dollar? It doesn't even make sense. But the money that I have sitting in there, the banks are taking that and they are trading and exchanging on
Right.
the forex market, making buku money with money
Right.
we have sitting there. That's the reason why when we go, say you want to take out a large sum of money, you need to give them 2-3 days notice or something like
Mm-hmm.
that. And it's like, well, you have to ask the question, why? This is your money. Why do you need no? You just go there and get the money. Well, we need notice. That's because it's taking money away for them to be trading on the global market. Now,
Right.
are they giving you anything? Are they giving you, okay, well, we made this much money, so we're going to give you that. No, it's just a couple of pennies on a dollar. So you may as well take your own money, right? Now, I'm not saying don't have a savings or anything like that, because you need to have those things set up. But for the most part, take your money. Like, yes, there is a stock market, right?
Mm-hmm.
We do want to have money in stocks as well. But again, the stock market, the US stock market, I mean, that's just about what, 200 and I think it's like 257 billion dollars. Well, we know that a trillion is more than a billion.
Right.
And the US stock market, we all know companies can go under, things could be manipulated, all that kind of stuff. But foreign exchange, global exchange, money exchange, that's always going to happen. That's always going to occur. So why not learn the skill set? You can do it from a laptop, computer, phone. When we do it from ourselves, listen, I go out and walking and I'm sitting there in my pocket options.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Putting in my trades and I'm taking a walk. Okay. I could be laying in my bed. What? I'm doing pocket options. Okay. I could be on the boat, on the plane, of course, once we get lifted and all that stuff, doing my pocket options.
Right.
You can also do that on the regular platform. So it's key to learn this skill set. These
Right.
are times to be, listen, there will be a lot of people that don't pay attention, and those will be the people that miss the boat,
Missed
got
the whole boat.
things like that. But if you do not want to miss the boat, if you do not want to be left behind, and that's what we do, like here as coaches, like, yes, it's personal development, it's emotional wellness, it's helping you to reach your next level and your financial goals. We need
Mm-hmm.
at least seven streams of income. And
Yes.
the others, but like we have our active stream of income is what you do if you're working a 9 to 5 job, or of course we say 9 to 5, but look, it might be a 9 to 5, it might be a 10 to 3, that's active. But
Mm-hmm.
it's only so much that you can do actively, in a job or even a business. Okay.
Right.
And then those other streams need to be passive and residual. What
Right.
is it that you can have, stream of income that you can have that's residual? You getting this every month. Every month. You create something one time or whatever, you put it out there on the market and it's residual. Passive.
Yes.
Okay, what's the passive incomes that you have? So in those streams, you need passive, you need residual, you do need an active income as well. But learning this skill set and being able to trade on the forex market, I mean, oh my gosh, I have to play this video one day. I saw it. My daughter sent it to me. It was about another another academy, okay, that's
Mm-hmm.
been around for quite some time or whatever. And it wasn't such a positive video, I'll put it that way. But at the end of it, the young guy was saying, um, you know, they were talking about the reason why they need to really do the marketing or the network marketing side of that particular business. Okay. And what the man said was, the reason why you really, really need to focus on doing the marketing or the network marketing side of this business is because, I don't, he was like, now name me one 6 or 7 figure trader.
Right. Wow.
Like, we don't know any 6 or 7 figure traders. I don't know any 6 or 7 figure traders. That's why you need to do the marketing side of this business. Well, guess what?
We know
Said, wow.
a 6-figure, 7-figure
Right?
trader.
First of all, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And that made me where I was like, you know what? I am so grateful and thankful that we are with an academy that do have 6 and 7 figure traders.
Facts.
Okay.
100% straight facts. Yeah.
So we know 6 and 7 figure, I mean, straight up traders. Like, they don't, I'm not saying that they don't do the marketing side of the business. They do, but they was making that trading before
Right.
they even got into the opportunity to be, because they came on as educators. Okay.
Right.
And we share. Now, I just got into sharing the actual screenshots, and I didn't take them, but the trader, he shows us that is, well, I say they, show us the screenshots themselves. And when we ask the okay, if is it okay if we share this? Like, oh yeah, share it. But
Right.
this is what they do. This is what they're passionate about. And because they are passionate about it, and because their frequency is high up like that, this is the reason why they're getting the results that they get. And we're so happy and grateful and thankful that we do have 6 and 7 figure educators on our platform.
Yes, we do.
I mean, look, if you wanted to, what did Kobe Bryant do? His style and everything with his basketball game was very closely related to Michael Jordan. Well, why is that? Because he studied him, and then
Yes.
he was mentored by him.
Yes.
So a lot of their moves and everything were the same because of that. Even Michael Jordan, when he, after, rest in peace, after Kobe passed away, and he was up, speaking, and he was just talking about Kobe and just really talking about how much he that Kobe was on his heels.
Right.
He was on his heels because Michael Jordan revolutionized the game of basketball. We had some great basketball players before that, but Michael Jordan revolutionized the game. And if you were intelligent, if you had any intelligent bone in your body, and you were like, I want to be one of the greatest basketball players ever, close to or next to Michael Jordan, then the only thing that there was to do was be mentored by him, watch him, do everything that he did. If he said, go out there and paint the fence, wax on and wax off, and do it like this, that's what you better go out there and do.
Absolutely. Because you practice from the great leaders. Like you always say, Coach, if you're gonna copy somebody, if you're gonna copycat, you better copy the right cat.
The right cat.
You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna follow somebody, you better follow the right leader, right? So that's just a true testament of when you're aware and you're doing these things to be great. You can't be a goat and following a chump. No, you gotta follow a goat. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to be the greatest of all time, you gotta follow the greatest of all time. You gotta study. You know what I'm saying? You gotta practice. And I used to hear people say, "Oh, practice makes perfect." That's a myth, because you could be practicing the wrong way. But perfect practice makes perfect. So same deal. Make sure you're practicing in the right way. You're practicing in a perfect way, right? So you know what, Coach, which this brings us right into the video today, because we're talking about intentions today. So that was a good intro. And you guys, we talking about intentions, and Coach keyed me in on this when I sent her the video. She was like, "Oh my God, y'all know we being seen." She was like, "I had this book and I gave it away, and I'm about to go buy it again." I'm like, I didn't know nothing about the book. I rolled up on the dude talking to Oprah, and I'm like, I gotta get whatever he's selling because it applied to me. So, Coach, you know about the book. Well, buy 2 when I cash app because I want the book.
Because I'm telling you, that book, the book is called Seed of the Soul. And oh my gosh, that book, I read it a couple of, like when I got it, I read that book a couple of times, because it's one of those books, like you can't just, I read the book. No, You have to at least just like we have to go through that, our trading academy, go through it
Yes.
the first time, go through it the second time, write notes, go through it the third time, and then show up for, for our live sessions and all of that. That's the same thing you have to do with this book. And it's called The Seat of the Soul. And it's
Yes.
about very, very intentional. Kobe Bryant was intentional with his game. He knew that he wanted to be one of the greats, so he had an intention to go and follow the one and be mentored by the one that revolutionized the game.
Yes.
You have 6 and 7 figure traders, and so what do? We
copycat and look, we copy and paste some ideas.
And also
working on charts.
Yes, and Ryan, he all up in the mix with that.
Yes.
I mean, so it's like great, Daniel's son.
Go on, hey, look, go on, Little Fry, go learn.
Go learn, okay? And so yes, we're about to get into this video about intention. So let me go ahead and what is that? Okay, share.
Get your sound key, your audio key.
Right, it's right here, girl. Because
look, they need to make that audio button like big.
Man, okay, have it all little at the bottom. Like I can't see that. Make it big. All right, so here we go. So you see it over there?
Yeah, you can actually make it the one screen so it'll be bigger. But yeah, I see it. Mm-hmm. Hey Tay, how you doing, girl? Hey y'all. Courtney, thank you for sharing.
Chapter to me in the Seat of the Soul.
What's that?
It is the principle by which I rule my company, and the principle by which I rule every action in my life, and that is intention.
Yes.
Intention.
Yes. That's at the heart of it. That's at the heart of creating authentic power.
Yes.
Intention.
To the point where now people make jokes about it. I mean, everybody, I've said it so often. When I first learned about intention from you, and this is what everybody needs to know who's on the path of spiritually opening yourself up, awakening, is that it's difficult. It's challenging when you say, I want to grow. I want to be better than I have known myself to be. So I used to have the disease to please, and intention cured me. So shortly after I had read the chapter on intention, I got a call from a very famous celebrity who was asking me to do something for them and to be a part of a benefit. And I really didn't want to do it. But I thought, well, if I don't do it, this person is going to think I'm not a nice person. This person is going to think I'm a selfish person. This person is going to think, well, why wouldn't you do it for me? I was thinking if I don't do it, then the person is going to never want to do anything for me if I ever call on them again. And I sat with that and realized not one single response to being asked had anything to do with, do I really want to give myself my time and attention? I realized in that moment that my disease to please had always been about wanting people to think I was a certain way. So I said no. The world did not fall apart. The person didn't hate me afterwards. Because of that, I got the courage to say no again and again and again. And so now I only do what I intend to do. So I am here because I really want to be here. And that's when you can give of yourself fully.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So this is how powerful what you wrote did for me and also my business. When I started to understand the principle of intention, I then changed the way I operated all of my businesses. And I said to the producers, do not bring me a show idea. Do not even come to me with the idea unless you know what your intention is that you want to serve. How do we wish to serve our viewers? How do we serve the public? So when people would bring ideas, then they would have to also list, and my intention is, and my intention is. Intention is one with cause and effect. You cannot participate in the cause without the effect, and the intention will ultimately determine the outcome of the effect.
Exactly. The intention is the cause.
Is the cause.
The intention is the cause. An intention.
And that you can't separate them. You cannot separate them.
No,
They're
you can't.
inseparable. They're one.
And if you don't know what the intention is, it still creates the effect, and you still encounter it. That's the thing. I want to suggest that everyone watching us consider, I want to say this directly to someone,
Yes.
wherever you are,
That camera right there. That one? Yep. That camera. Yes.
I suggest that you entertain considering the possibility that you are a powerful and creative, compassionate, and loving spirit. Now, that may seem a lot, but try that on for size. And if you find that it doesn't fit, if you find that there's a distance between who you think you are, and what you say and what you do and the way that you behave, and a powerful and creative, compassionate, and loving spirit, then also consider that that distance is the distance that you have to travel.
Mm-hmm.
That is your spiritual path. That's your curriculum in the Earth School. Thank you. I love saying that directly.
That is fantastic.
To people.
That's great.
Wow, 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 you guys. Wow.
Don't you
5
just love
minutes can change your whole perspective, can't it? Like 5 minutes can improve your life. That video was, I mean, wasn't it 5 minutes?
5 very powerful minutes. And look, I want to say, and I know I'm going to have to go back and do this because, I mean, you know, I'm not sure if it, you know, stuff come up with this copyright thing or whatever. So I have to say, we do not own the rights to that clip. Right. And I will also make sure that that is in the, you know, the caption of, right, in the description and the caption of this live across the social media platforms. Yes. You know, that is definitely Oprah Winfrey's content. So we want to make that clear. Yeah. But we just want to expound on that because again, this is Coach's Corner, helping you get to the next level. And everything is about intention. So Coach, give us your takeaways. I know I took notes.
You know I don't took notes twice actually.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna make it brief because I can go with this for the rest of the show. But what really stuck out to me, my takeaway was that when Oprah understood and she got true clarity, like again, in all that getting understanding, her understanding of intention changed her entire lifestyle and the way she did things. That's personally in her businesses, because she has businesses, plural, in all of her organizations, with her relationships, right? And she said when you know, her employees or co-workers would come to her with an idea, if the idea's intention was not to serve others, hello, you know, we back away from that word serving, but not to serve others, she would say, hey, you know, with all due respect, you got to go back to the drawing board, because the intention has to be, the reason behind it, the why behind it has to be to serve others. That was one takeaway. Then my second takeaway was the intention and the cause is one. So the intention and the why behind you doing it, they're inseparable. They're one and the same. And we got to grasp that, you guys, because whatever your why is, whatever your purpose is, that's your intention. And that the doctor said, the author of the book, he said, this is your whole reason for your earth scope. The reason why you're here is to follow your intentions, to fulfill, to execute the intention. And the intention, again, connecting it back, is to serve others. This is not something that is an I thing. No, this is a giving to others. And then the last takeaway, like I said, I had many, but the other thing he said, your intentions. And when he was speaking directly to, you know, someone, and I feel like he was talking to me because there's something about that one-on-one connection with the camera. And Rodney C. Burris says this a lot. You know, he said he's used to looking at the light because it's a connection,
yes,
you know, that you make with people.
Right there.
Right. Right. You looking right at that camera. And so when he looked at that camera, I felt like he was talking directly, specifically to Coach Cotton. And he said, look, positive, creative, passionate, loving spirit. He said, that's who you are. That's how your intentions should be lived out every day. And so I challenge you all to live your life with intention in a very positive, creative, passionate, loving spirit, coach. I love that. Oh my God, I love that. Okay, yeah. I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, it was, again, it was great. I thank you for finding that, right? You know, I always say thank you for finding that video, because it was powerful. Just like the last one, that was like what, less than 2 minutes?
Yes, with Jordan Peterson talking about the motives, right?
Yeah. You know, so and that's what we've been doing this week, talking about motives and intention. So here's the thing, the takeaways that I took from it, because I had that same disease. I sure did. I had that same disease that Oprah talked about, that disease to please.
Yeah.
Here's the thing about that. Because I'm not sure. I mean, most people that follow Oprah, know her story of her being like molested and things like that. And usually that's what ends up happening, is that, when being a child, when you're supposed to be protected by people that's that's guardianship over you and things like that, when that doesn't happen and you're violated in that way, because being molested or something like that, that's a violation of your boundaries.
Right.
It's a violation of boundaries. And so usually what happened in that sense is that you have these violation of boundaries with that, and then you end up growing up to try to please people, being a people pleaser, or whatever, so that you don't get harmed in any type of way. That's what happens with the mind. And then but then you find that your boundaries are being violated still, emotional boundaries, financial boundaries, just all of these boundaries being violated. And so,
right,
like she said, just got to the point where, you just look at your life and you just like, well, this is not working. I mean, whatever it is that you're doing, you're trying to please this one and trying to please that one. But while you're trying to please everybody, you feel horrible.
Yes.
You feel bad. Your life is not working. You're not getting anything that it is that you need. Your needs are not being met. Your desires and all of those things is just not. So, so like she said, she got to that place where it was like, because that's the thing about it, you have to be in tune with yourself.
Absolutely.
And then you feel it. You feel, okay, somebody asks you to do something or whatever, and it's like, you feel it. It's like, oh no, I don't want to do this.
But right? You do it anyway.
And then you do it anyway. But there's a difference between, something that you look, that you're responsible and accountable for doing.
Right.
And you're like, I don't want to do it. We're not talking about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're talking about
that you ain't got to have no obligation to do.
Right. Something that you don't have no obligation to at all whatsoever. There's no mutual benefit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like all for others, and it takes away from you. Yes. That's what it does. It just, because you could do something for someone else and you have no strings attached to it or anything like that. But where you're doing something for someone else, some other thing or whatever, and it actually takes away from you.
Right.
So that's what that's really all about. And you can feel it. You can feel your energy leaving your body.
Mm-hmm.
And you could just feel all of those things. So like she said, she just was like, no. And when you do that, you see, you say no, you actually feel like you just got full. You know what I'm saying? Like it had been added to you because you finally said no to something that it's like, no, there's not going to be a mutual benefit.
Right.
As a matter of fact, it's going to take away from me.
Right.
And so, no. So I got a lot out of that. Like, I understand it completely.
Yes.
And then when she said, do what you intend to do, and setting up everything like that, setting up everything with intention, because You know, we can say this in many ways. Alpha and Omega, right? The end is declared from the beginning.
Yes.
You can't start off wrong and end up right. I mean, all of those things, it starts from at the intention or at that beginning. And so, and then with, you know, that intent of like serving others.
Yes.
Right. Again, when you're serving others, there is a mutual benefit when you're serving. Like, it's not all just about you. It's not all just about other people, but it's a mutual benefit in serving. You know,
absolutely.
If you serve, like I said, if you help enough people get what they want, you know what I'm saying? Then you get what you want too in return. That's a mutual benefit.
Right.
So we have to start out with that. We have to start out with those intentions of, you know, like saying service. How, you know, how can we serve one another? How can we serve each other? I'm not sure if that was the last time when we did the live, but remember I was telling you about that dream that my grandmother was telling me about.
Yeah, about the skinny people at the buffet table. Then you had the rotund. I don't want to offend nobody. People at the same buffet table, and they were sharing, and one group was sharing and then one group, they was just taking and hoarding and trying to keep everything for themselves, and they was the one who was experiencing the lack versus the ones who was helping each other, serving each other, and doing it as a community together.
Exactly. And here's the thing about it: in both rooms, there was an overflow of abundance of food.
Right.
Like both rooms had the same exact thing, but the only difference was the room that had everybody just out for self and taking from one another and all of that. All of them were skinny. And then in the other room where everyone was helping to serve one another, like, hey, you know, can you pass me the butter? Oh, sure. You know, let me hand you let me pass you the rolls, and let me get I got the roll, and can you reach over there? And we're helping one another put food on the plate. Everybody was, they had some meat on their bones.
Right. That was healthy.
It was healthy. That dream was really, really deep. And so that's what it means. That's that mutual benefit to where there's an abundance here on this earth.
Yes.
It's all over us, all around. All we have to do with intention
is share it.
One another.
Yes.
Mutually benefit each other.
Yes.
And again, do it with intention. So that's what.
You know what that made me think of, Coach? What you saying that? Mm-hmm. It makes me think about our platform with Extreme. Like, that is the foundation of what we're trying to do as a team. We are getting everyone together. We have this information into a $7.3 trillion market that everybody feel like they may not have access to, or they can't get access to. But guess what? Here we are on our platform saying we almost giving the subscription away for free, because $99 to get into a market and learn the skill set that you can use internationally, globally, and you can take this skill with you wherever, forever, right?
Yes.
That's what we're doing. We're sharing with this opportunity with people so that now you gain the information, and we're doing that with intention. We want to get out there, provide the information, share the information. So if you're the person who just experiencing some type of hardship or challenge and you need a way out, you just need some extra income, we got 7 ways where you can do that. And it starts with the product, our flagship product, which is Forex. We teach you how to trade in Forex, and I just related that to that, because I'm like, that's exactly what Extreme is doing. That's exactly what we're doing, even on this Coach's Corner, this show. We get the information, so what we do, we share it. Why do we want to share it? We're sharing it with intentions because it will help someone else. It will support someone else. It will get someone else to their next level. I know it already. So why am I going to sit here and keep teaching to myself? No. Even the Lord said, go out and I have made you disciples. Now go out and get more disciples. That just simply means to go out there and teach someone, share this information, let them know who I am. There is a Redeemer. There is a Savior. And even this morning, Amber Lee played the
hey, look, shout out to Amber.
Amber
on here. Shout out to Amber, and it is her birthday. So we want to say right now, again, happy birthday, Amber. I wish
Happy
we were
birthday.
together to celebrate with you because you are so fun to hang out with.
Yes, Amber.
So much fun in Florida. Oh my gosh. Yes.
When I tell you that Amber Lee from Kentucky, y'all, that's a teammate. That's a partnership right there. But what I was gonna say this morning when Amber Lee, happy birthday girl, played this video from Jim Rohn, he said the same thing, Coach. He didn't use the word intention, but guess what he said? And I wrote it down. I'm going to my notes. He said, make sure what you do is the product of your own conclusion. So if we're not out here doing things that's going to be beneficial to us, how can we benefit or help someone else? If we don't see value in what we're doing and purpose and, the why and what we're doing, how can we now go out there to support someone else? Where is our intention? What is the intention? The intention has to simply be that I want to serve others, that I have a good understanding. I have clarity in what my intent is and what my purpose is. They're connected. They're one. They're inseparable. You cannot have cause without intention. You cannot have intention without cause. Right? Mm-hmm. And so we can't neglect. That's another thing that Jim Rohn said this morning from that video from Amber Lee. We cannot neglect self. Right? We got to get it and understand it, and then we got to bring it to everybody else. And the intent is, I know, so now I'm going to share. Because if it helped me, it will help you. If it helped you, it'll help the next person. I don't know if you guys remember this movie, Us, by Jordan Peele. I'm sure y'all do, maybe, because, we all went crazy for Us. Like, we did a whole forum on that movie, me and my family. But anyway, they would talk about hands across America. And there was this one scene where they always holding hands. And I know they kind of depicted it in a very different way from my interpretation of it. But the way that I saw that and my perspective was that's everyone helping each other. Hands across America. Hands across all these countries. If we know information and we have information, the intent to serve you is to bring it to you. Let me get off my soapbox, Coach. I'm done.
I'm like, no, don't be done. Don't be done. I'm actually in the middle of doing something to put this banner up here. And so listen, we want to make sure that hold on a sec. Okay. That we extend, extend Olive Branch, but extend this opportunity for Extreme FX Global Academy. So listen, tonight we are having a Zoom tonight, right?
Yes.
At 8:00. Okay. So at 8:00 Central Standard Time, 9:00 Eastern, we invite you to meet us on Zoom. Meet us on Zoom at beextreme.info. And the password is SHARK. At 8:00 Central Standard Time, 9:00 Eastern. And look, I know you got something else on your mind, Coach. Talk about it real quick while I get this banner up here.
Yes, I do. So yes, at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time, one of the founders will be doing an opportunity presentation that will talk about the extreme opportunity with us doing the Forex trading. But also, you guys, look, there's personal development. This is a platform where we got the value and we have everything that you need. And yes, it is a subscription. Let's get out of the free zone. Invest in yourself. Look, you got a self-care, self-love, right? And that takes some investment. It costs, right, to get information. I can't tell you how much money I've spent doing conferences and retreats and webinars. And Coach, you probably don't spend thousands of dollars as well. I know you have in books to invest in myself, because if there's something out there that can get me to my next level, guess what? I'm the little bookworm out there trying to get to the research and find it out. I want to know. Don't leave me out. You know what I'm saying? I want to know too. And so we don't want you to be left out of something great. We don't want you to miss out on something that could potentially change your life, your quality of life, financial literacy, personal development, legacy, generational wealth. We have savings, shopping dollars. We also have a hotel discount, travel in the back office.
Don't give them too much, Coach, because that's what they're going to find out.
Right, but I'm just like, I get so amazed as I begin to list the value that this company has, and people will reject it or they'll turn away from it. And then the next minute, coach, they like calling me, asking me to borrow $1, or can you send me some help or some support? And I'm going, I did. You didn't get in the boat. You want to stay behind on the island. God, you praying the Lord, talking about make a way out of no way. Send me a help. I need a miracle. And we singing and we dancing and we praying and we shouting. And he said, girl, I sent the boat 5 times. You said no. So what else do you want me to do? If I send the help, you got to receive the help. So, I preach about that all day. But the thing about it is intentional what Extreme is doing. It's also intentional what we are explaining here on the Coach's Corner. This is not something that we like to do as far as we just wasting time and kicking it. No, we want to provide you all with value so that you can now get the value and go share it with someone else. Let them know what's happening. Let them know that there is an alternative. There is another way. There is another option. And all you got to do is take that first step. And that first step could be you answering the phone and stop dodging people when they're trying to share opportunity with you, right? Because see, we're experiencing a global pandemic and people don't even understand that crisis actually in other languages like China means opportunity. Everybody is not under pressure during a crisis. There have been, and this is statistically proven, you can go do your research. During this pandemic, there has been more people who have been financially free because guess what? They started businesses. They became entrepreneurs. They took that step of faith to do more with their life because they had time and they used their time wisely. I'm just saying, don't you be the one talking about, Lord, help me. And here comes the rap and you say no. You better get on the opportunity call and at least lend your ear so somebody can get you some extra income and you can learn how to earn in a $7.3 trillion market. And Coach, you finished? You finished?
Look, I was about to have to jump in. Coach. Coach.
You know I would get on the tail. Look, y'all gotta stop playing.
I'm like, Coach, hold on, Coach. Wait, Coach. But no, like seriously. Here's the thing about it.
Hey, Reagan. That's one of our co-founders, Ms. Reagan Lynch. I'm trying to get these people to this call, Reagan.
Listen. But no, seriously, this is what's happening right now. There's money being pumped out. Okay,
yes.
Because it's digital. There are numbers. There's just numbers in the system, and there's money being pumped out.
Yeah,
it's grants and loans and all of that kind of stuff that's being pumped out right now. And even with I don't receive public assistance, but from what I hear about public assistance is they're giving them so much money and thousands of dollars and EBT and all of that. I'm sitting up here like, where can I apply for this EBT card? Because these boys eat, Jack.
My hands up.
But
I ain't got no kids. I still want to apply.
But right. But the thing is, this is what's happening though, because that money is being pumped out that way, and the unemployment and all of that. People are, and it makes sense. I mean, like I get it. People are. They like, shoot, forget these doggone jobs that is requiring us to. You gotta have a PhD to stock boxes at the grocery store.
Yes.
And then want to pay you just a couple of dollars an hour or whatever when you can sit at home and get unemployment.
Coach, did you say you gotta have a PhD to stock boxes?
Listen, when I tell you Ryan applied for a job up the street at the new grocery store that's up there. So you have to apply online. So when he applied, and he was like, Mom, they wanted bachelor's degree to stock boxes. I'm like,
wow.
This boy, he's 16. He just
he had high school.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened to you? A 16-year-old being able to go ahead and get a grocery store job to stock boxes and put carts, you know, the shopping carts in the store. You got to have a degree for that. I mean,
yes.
Because at first I was like, well, maybe you're not seeing it right. He was like, Mom, what? And he showed me, and I looked. I'm like, wow,
that's craziness.
Have a bachelor's degree to stock boxes in the store, and so you know, usually with jobs like that, the only people that are really going to apply are teenagers and probably people that's retired and just want to make a little extra income or something because they don't have nothing else to do. But this is what's going on. So here's the thing. So many people are getting the unemployment and stuff like that to where now they don't want to work. They don't want to work. But now think about that. Think about how that's affecting businesses where you don't have workers, because I mean, regardless, we can say here on one end, we can say, you know, hey, you know, if the job is making you this or making you that, you know, why you still at these jobs?
Right.
But at the same time, if you're building a business, are you going to be the only one that's working it? Don't you want to hire some people? I know I do.
Right.
You know, so I'm not going to down anybody that's taking a job because I want to hire some people. I can't do it all. I can't be the CFO. I can't be the CEO and you know, now don't get me wrong. I can do a lot of things. I'm a do-it-yourselfer. But when I tell you, I want to take a whole lot of stuff off my plate and do what I'm good at, and then hire people, which means that I need an employee, right? Hire people to do what they're good at and giving them their wages and, you know, and all of that stuff too. Got to put them on payroll. And as a business owner, you're going to have a budget. And as people get more skills, they get older, their families grow big and all of that, they can be making $25,000 a year and they have a household of 4 and or 5 or 6 or whatever. Eventually, they'll have to leave. You'll have to let them go to bring in somebody that can do that job for less money. That's just that's just seeing both ends of the spectrum, right? So what does that mean? That means that we will have to have, like we said before, other streams of income in order to make up exactly, you know, what it is that you need for your household. Maybe you will have to take this position over here that's going to pay you 20, 30, maybe $50,000. I mean, on average, like that's almost the cap. You know,
the middle class, right?
65,000, and then after that, and especially, you know, you're older, more experienced and everything. Trust me, they're gonna let you go so they could get somebody younger that want that money and look at that money as, oh, this is a lot. Where when you've been doing it for a long time, you like, I need more because you have more things. You have more children. You got people you're trying to send to college, and you try, you know, all of that kind of stuff. So it's like, let's be realistic. You know, we need other skill sets. We need residual income. We need passive income. We need that active income as well. And one of those ways is to learn this skill set, you know, on the where you learn how to trade on the Forex market. You know, we have pocket options, and I think that's my pocket options is big.
Right.
Because my time, pocket options is big. Right. For my children, you know, they learn that way. And don't get me wrong, I'm learning the fundamentals and everything, but I'm just very time challenged because, I mean, shoot, I have a household to manage. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, so that's all we're saying, and that's all we're offering. Come over to the Zoom. You can see the information that's scrolling right there down below. At what is the time? The time is now 7. So of course, you know, we're about to get off of here. But at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, you know, where we're going to show you what this opportunity is all about. And we have several streams of income just within our one opportunity alone. And here's the thing, because being a business owner, now listen, traditional brick and mortar businesses, It takes you a lot to start it up. I remember in Illinois, it used to be $500 just to get your LLC.
Wow.
$500 just to get your LLC. Now it's $150. That just happened in 2018. But prior to that, like I had my LLC in 2010. That was $500.
Wow.
And then I had as a matter of fact, when I started with the S corp. That was over $1,000.
Wow.
Then when I learned, like with my business as it was at that point, it was like, well, you have to restructure it, do LLC. That was $500. and then in 2008, it went down to $150. But here's the thing about that. That's just to get the structure set up. But then you have to have your, whatever licenses. That's an investment. Then if you have a location where you have people, then you need that with your rents, and then you need the you gotta have the fire department to come in and set codes, and you got to pay for all of that stuff. Then you have to have people that come in and that's going to build out your space. That's some more money. I mean, that's a lot. Where here's the thing with our platform is a home-based business. And so the expenses that you already have in your home becomes 50% tax deductible. And you're running your business like, yes, it's monthly, but just like you have a brick and mortar business, those are monthly expenses that's way more, that costs way more to run. And plus also you have employees too, to where in our business, and our opportunity is right in your home. Your expenses that you're already paying becomes tax deductible, and you're running that business for a very, very low monthly cost. But you'll find out what that monthly cost is when you come on over into the opportunity on Zoom and learn, get all of the information. We're going to spill all the tea, right?
Right.
And it's easy, right? It's easy work. It really is. You're learning. We have a great community. Everybody, we're like, we talked about those 2 dreams, right? We're not people out here with all of this abundance of information and we're hoarding it. No, we support one another.
Right.
Look, we have people that coach, we work together, but we're not even in each other's downlines or legs or anything. We're not at all, but we work together. Okay. We just all help one another because no matter what, we're all extreme family, and no matter what, we want to see each other win.
Yes.
And that's what it's all about. You can't get no better than that. You really can't. That's why you see all those posts and everything on whether it's social media or whatever thing that where if you got the haters and then you got to cut people off and then you got to do this and then you got to do that because you don't have that. You around a bunch of people that don't support you.
Don't support you.
Right. And you probably don't support them either. Everybody for self. That's why. But over at Extreme, we help. Look, this is what we do. Can you pass me them rolls? Yeah.
Right.
Can you pass me that gravy over there? Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Let me help you with that plate. That's what we're doing. So everybody is eating.
Everybody is eating. The intention is that we feed you up front. You come through the door, you already like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, what is all this?
You come to somebody else, it's like, oh, let me offer you something to drink. Look, we like, you want something to eat? Right.
And look, you ain't like no little snackies. We got like healthy comfort food. We got like meatloaf and mashed potatoes. Right. We got like collard greens and cornbread and fried chicken. Like we coming with you like, oh my goodness, you guys gotta back up a little bit. We're like, no, we want to make sure you good. Look,
right.
You looking a little slim. We want to put some meat on you.
Right, you looking a little slim. Let me go ahead. So that's what we're doing over here. So again, the information is below. BeExtreme.info. The password is Shark in all caps.
Yes.
8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you come on over. So that is it for today's Coach's Corner. Again, make sure that you go to the Facebook page. Make sure you go over there on YouTube. You want to subscribe, you want to like, you want to do all those things, because here we're here Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern, because what are we doing? We're helping you get to your next level. And again, yes, Sonia, happy birthday to Amber Lee. Listen, and look, let me shut up. I'm not gonna say nothing else. Just bragging on Amber Lee. But yeah, and look, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Amber Lee, she set something up at night where she's taking out her nighttime. Okay, catching up with Amber Lee. We were on last night, getting more coaching, because what it is, people have been so damaged, like for real. They've been so damaged just with their, in their upbringing, family, friends, and then you go on through life, you got people backbiting, you got people out to get you, and maybe you start something or try something and it didn't work out or whatever. And so people just kind of traumatized from stuff like that. So the reason why we have the Coach's Corner, the reason why we have a Catching Up with Amber Lee, the reason why we have all of these things is because it's not so much of, the opportunity itself, and the work that's done is very simple. It is very simple to do, but people's mindsets. They can't get past that fear of failure and fear of success, to where we really have to help you get your mindset together and get you out of that, so that you can just do the very simple, basic things to where you reach whatever your income's goals are. It could be an extra $500 a month. It could be an extra $1,000. It could be $2,000. It could be $5,000, where now you're probably replacing the income that you do have on your job. And not saying you leave your job or anything like that, but you probably go to your job happier, because you're like, look, I'm making $5,000 just in the opportunity part-time.
Right. Absolutely.
And, now I'm here. I'm not stressing about money. And if somebody do pull it, if your boss pull it and trying to threaten you or whatever to get fired or whatever, you
got a plan B that's working. Your plan B could become your plan A.
Your plan B, right? So, it's like, go ahead, pull it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lose. Whether it's 10, 20, 30, I mean, all the way up to, don't get me started, but
$1 million a month.
And on
$1 million, that's $250,000 a week.
Look, and I don't even like getting to those big numbers like that, because that is what triggers people's scam alert, scam alert, So we have to meet them where they are in order to
Jacob Milko,
to that. So that's what it's all about. But yeah, make sure you come on over. But that's what we're doing. And last night, Amber Lee just brought such a great video, another Jim Rohn video again. And he was just dropping that. And it was so good to really hear that before bed. Again, it's about feeding yourself things, being intentional. Really being intentional about how you're cultivating your own mind, so that you can receive the abundance.
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about. So again, come on over, beextreme.info. The password is Shark in all caps. We're going to be over there at 8:00. So make sure that you are in the building.
8:00 Central, 9:00 Eastern Standard Time. And look, you guys, be intentional about improving your life. Look, your income bracket, your next level, be intentional about it. That was the Coach's Corner tonight, is do it with intention.
Yes, indeed. All right, so we will see you next week. Look, we're going to see you tonight, but then we'll also see you next week on the Coach's Corner on Monday. All right, guys, take care. Have a great weekend. Peace.